The clearest sign of rare intelligence is often not how you perform in public. It is what you do alone before anyone sees the result, before the message is sent, before the decision is made, before the mistake becomes a pattern. First, you question your own thoughts instead of treating every first reaction like the truth. Second, you can sit with difficult silence long enough for the real issue to surface. Third, you build private systems that protect your future self even when nobody claps for them. Fourth, you replay mistakes to extract a lesson, not to punish yourself on repeat. And fifth, you choose depth over noise, even when distraction would be easier, faster, and more comfortable. Here is the first rare sign. When you are alone, you do not automatically believe your first thought. A late working professional feels ignored after a short reply and almost sends a sharp message. The easy move is to turn the feeling into a conclusion. They do not respect me. This is unfair. I need to respond now. But a sharper mind creates a small gap. It asks, is this true? Or is this just my current mood talking? Is this a fact or a fear wearing a serious face? That tiny pause matters because it stops your emotions from pretending to be evidence. That professional who waits 10 minutes before replying is not being weak. They are preventing one tense message from turning into an awkward morning meeting, a delayed decision, or a relationship they now have to repair. The repeatable rule is simple. Do not act on the first reaction until you have tested it once. The second sign looks boring from the outside. You can sit alone in silence and not instantly reach for noise. No random video, no endless scrolling, no fake productivity just to avoid being alone with your own mind. Silence matters because it brings up the unfinished things, the decision you avoided, the habit you keep excusing, the goal you say you want but never schedule. Most people run from that friction. Intelligent people slowly learn to stay with it. When you can handle silence, your mind starts doing deeper work. It connects ideas, it notices patterns, it admits uncomfortable truths. That is why alone time becomes one of two things: an escape chamber or a thinking room. If this is already making you think of one person who needs more quiet, more focus, or less mental chaos, keep watching with them in mind. Because the point is not to feel smart for a few minutes. The point is to protect the private habits that make your mind sharper in real life. The third sign is that you build private systems, not because someone told you to, not because it looks impressive, but because you understand something many people learn too late. A good system saves your future self from your current chaos. Someone with rare practical intelligence does not want to waste brain power deciding the same thing 20 times. They create a morning routine. They keep templates. They prepare tomorrow before tomorrow starts demanding answers. A simple test is this: if I had to repeat this tomorrow, what system would make it easier? And the point is not to become robotic. The point is freedom. When your system handles the basics, your mind has more room for creativity, better decisions, and actual life. The fourth sign is that you replay your mistakes, but you do it with a cleaner question. This matters because not every replay is overthinking. Sometimes your brain is trying to pull a lesson out of pain. The difference is the question you ask. Harmful rumination asks, why am I like this? Intelligent reflection asks, what exactly happened? What did I miss? And what will I do differently next time? One attacks your identity. The other upgrades your pattern. A founder who loses a client can either collapse into shame or study the moment with honesty. The unanswered follow-up, the unclear promise, the meeting where the room went quiet. Rare intelligence is not never making mistakes. It is refusing to waste the evidence inside them. The fifth sign is that you choose depth over noise, and this may be the rarest one today because noise is easier than ever. You can fill every empty minute with updates, opinions, clips, arguments, and half-finished ideas. But rare intelligence understands that attention is not just time. Attention is the quality of your life being spent in real time. Before you open the next distraction, ask, what is this training my mind to notice? That question can turn an empty minute into a choice. When you read deeply, think deeply, practice deeply, or work on one meaningful thing longer than your mood wants to, you start building something noise cannot give you: original thought. Not just reactions, not just borrowed opinions, your own thinking. So here is the real test. Rare intelligence is not only shown by what you know, it is shown by what you do when nobody is measuring you. You question your thoughts, you sit with silence, you build systems, you learn from mistakes without destroying yourself, and you protect depth in a world addicted to noise. Now be honest with yourself. Which one do you already do alone, and which one do you need to build next? Put it in the comments, because your answer may give someone else the exact language for a pattern they have felt but never named. And if you want more videos that make productivity feel clearer, deeper, and actually useful, subscribe to the channel. Build the private habits before the public pressure tests them. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.